Hello, my name is Mike Freeman. I'd like to welcome you guys to the Good Samaritan portion of the CPR and First Aid course that you're currently in. What's the purpose of the Good Samaritan Law? Well, it's to give you the confidence to know that whenever there is a person that's in need of your medical help, you do not have to worry about ever being sued or dragged through litigation. But there are still some limitations and some understandings that you have to know in order for you to be able to begin to give CPR or first aid to an individual. And that's where the Good Samaritan Law takes place at. Very first thing that you have to realize is you do have to ask for permission before you touch anybody who is conscious. There's certain types of permissions and consents that an individual can give you. There's expressed. That's any expression of approval, meaning that a person probably can't speak because of the lack of choking or something to that regard. As long as their expression shows that you do or they do want help, you can go ahead and help that individual. Implied consent. Well, this is for the person that's unconscious. Good Samaritan Law implies that everyone wants to live. So even if an individual is unconscious, you can help that individual. Implied consent also takes place in a child being in your care. If a child is in your care, it is implied by the parent who put them in your care for you to go ahead and help them to the best extent and education and knowledge that you have in order to be able to help this individual child. And there's also the duty to act. Well, every industry that deals with human services, there is a certain duty to act. A school bus driver to the students, teachers to students, principals to students. Even a mother to her child does have a duty to act. The least you have to do is contact 911. If a child is not in your care, you do have to get the guardian's consent that is present before helping or touching that child. You have to act within your scope of training. Everything that you're being taught here today, well, that is the scope of your training. You cannot go beyond, but you can always go underneath that. You have to act within good faith and intentions. As long as you have the right intention, which is to help an individual, even upon making a mistake, there's no chance of you being dragged through litigation. You have to act without compensation in mind. Also, you have to act without due negligence towards the victim. It should be somewhat in the realm of helping a person with first aid. If you're not sure exactly how to do it, then just contact 911. If there is an immediate danger to an individual's life, it's okay to move the victim. The reason that Good Samaritan Law put this in here is because people tend to not want to move an individual if they suspect a neck or spinal injury. But if there is a problem with their ABCs, remember that stands for airway, breathing, and circulation, then it is okay to move the victim. Watch for medical alert bracelets. And these medical alert bracelets may be on the bracelet, of course, on the wrist, or around the neck. On the back of it may even have the doctor's phone number. That's not for you. What you want to do is contact 911. If you see DNR, that stands for do not resuscitate, which means do not compress on a person's chest. Just contact 911. That is a little bit of what you're needing to understand about the Good Samaritan Law. I hope you enjoy the rest of this class, and thanks for listening.